going on YouTube? Is Hoyne Park with another weekly Power Rankings video. As always, we get everything from the NFL website, and these are based off of statistics, not bias. The overall formula is we want wins, we want a high offensive power and a low defensive power. That's a high overall. At number 32, the Jets, 31 the Jags, and 30 the Bengals. I don't think anyone's shocked there. At 29, we have the Eagles moving down, staying at the same spot from last week. And at 28, the Cowboys, and 27, the Broncos. No, the Broncos don't play today, but I'm assuming they're going to lose against the Chiefs, so I move them down a couple spots from last week. At 26, we have the Lions moving up after today's win against the Bears. 25, the Chargers are moving down after a big loss against the Patriots. And at 24, the Panthers on a bye week. 23 are the Texans. We have the Falcons at 22. The Giants at 21. The Giants just came off a really big win without Daniel Jones against the Seahawks. I don't think anyone saw this coming. It was a very shocking game. Very defensive, stout game. At 20, we have the Bears coming off a big loss. They just gave a playoff berth to the Saints. And at 19, the Washington football team. Now, the Washington football team do not play yet, and I don't know if they're going to lose. I don't want to rule them out completely. The Steelers are a really good team, but the football team's also been putting up a lot of fight recently. So we might see another Seahawks versus Giants instance where the football team actually might win. So I didn't want to move them down too far. Although I do think the Steelers are going to win, I will give credit that the Washington football team might actually sneak away with a win. At 18, we have the Vikings. The Vikings have came off back-to-back wins, and I still have to move them down because the teams above them have just been doing overall better and also winning. So it's one of those really weird instances. I will give credit to the Vikings, but unfortunately, they're not winning at a dominant level, and so the statistics don't favor them moving up. So they have to move down somewhere. Sadly, though, because I really did want to put them at number 15, 14 overall. At 17, we have the San Francisco 49ers. I think they're going to lose against the Bills. Bills are a really strong team overall, but the 49ers are also a really good team, so even without Jimmy G. At 16, we have the Ravens. The Ravens have been a really shame this season, especially after last season. Maybe some Madden curse, who knows. At 15, we have the Patriots. The Patriots have been pretty dominant these last couple of weeks. Very surprised comeback mid-season. They're definitely the team that everyone thought they would be at the beginning of the season, so good on the Patriots. At 14, we have the Raiders. At 13, the Cardinals after a big loss to the Rams. And at 12, the Seahawks. Now, I am being a little generous by putting the Seahawks at 12, especially since the Cardinals have a high overall power. But I know a few people will be upset if I keep them at 12, and I do think it may have been a fluke kind of game. It was just a really defensive stout game, and the Cardinals got shut down a lot harder than the Seahawks did, so I had to give the edge to the Seahawks. At 11, we have the Dolphins. Dolphins have been a really strong team overall this season. And at 10, we have the Titans coming off a really big loss against the Browns. At 9, we have the Bucks on a bye week. At 8, the Bills, which I do think are going to win this Monday night. And at 7, we have the Browns. Browns have been so good this season. I'm so happy for the Browns, especially because I was on the hype train when Baker Mayfield started to perform really well when he first started. So I'm really happy to see the Browns doing well. At 6, we have the LA Rams coming off a very strong defensive win and also offensive. It was a really good game for the Rams. At 5, we have the Colts. At 4, the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers broke a couple history books records today. And at 3, we have the Saints. Saints just clinched a playoff berth. Good on the Saints. Really, really strong team. I would say the best tactical team in the NFL. They're making wins left and right without their star players. They dominate on the rushing game. They dominate on the passing game. Pass rush is so strong. Very strong team overall. It's one of my favorites to win the Super Bowl. And I do think they're going to win the NFC the NFC Championship and go to the Super Bowl. At 12, we have the Chiefs. I do think the Chiefs are going to win against the Broncos tonight. And at 1, we have the Steelers. I do think they're going to win against the Washington football team, but you never know when it comes to these games where you're playing a good team versus a pretty average team, especially after the Giants versus Seahawks. But that was Week 14's Power Ranking videos. Please let me know what you think. Like this video if you liked it. I love to have your support if you subscribe. and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a great day.